Wave of Terror, and I guess Sleight of Fist, but I mean, if you don't have a Battle Fury or maybe a Maelstrom, you're not stopping that push, so...
Yeah. 3 less, it's his rushing bottle. Oh, this would be huge if he gets his courier.
It's hugging the southern ridge. There are no boots on the Vengeful Spirit, but just gets in range for the second auto attack. And mid lane.
I think he maybe is going to look to come to some fights and tower defenses before the Chen mech is online, as well as the SF Yules. These items is when the MVP HOT6ix 5-man just takes objectives with these, kind of like you
Hasted Baton jumps in bottom, and he pulls the Tidehunter into the cogs by his lonesome. This should be a takedown here with the axes coming out. They get the Tide, nowhere safe but meanwhile mid. Onto Fiend they go, the raises flying out from MP, but oh no. Now Chrissy's onto him. The troll trap's already been used. It looks like nothing to save him. Chrissy continues the chase, the last raise. Not good enough. He gets that double kill, makes it out. A 2-for-1, but maybe a troll buyback. Hadouken's coming out, now the hook shot going in onto cast. Well-placed cogs keep the Tidehunter out of the fray as the roast drops low. Mystic Flare will get that Witch Doctor, but now the Aegis claim. It's going to be a 1-for-1 here as Baton will go down. And with the troll death earlier, making a 2-for-1. Plus an Aegis.
Being into tier 2s here.
They want to fight this one. Spirit's coming out. Jeyo gets off the Sleight of Fist. Shadow Fiend, having used his Yule Scepter, needs to just walk out, but Rocket gonna cancel the Tide Blink. But he's still zoning in. Requiem does go off. It goes off on a few, then they hook the Tide. He does manage to get that Ravage off. Mystic Flare coming in. Ninjaboogie actually might get 2 people killed as he swaps his buddy out, but the Tide ends up falling. Now a great Death Lord, braining 4F low, forcing Baton back and lost. Oh no, he'll go down. Even dodging out of that raise. Not that it would have mattered. Just swagging. They'll get 2. They want it to be a 3rd here. They'll bring down the Clockwerk, the Chen, and Skywrath. The last 2 heroes you want to be living through that.
For a little bit, forced to quickly fire him out, so they will potentially get the top tier 2 tower, but the damage being done mid lane is something that has to be addressed.
He's just lucky there was no bash, unfortunately, for that troll.
Yeah, that troll almost actually killed Jeyo there. That would have been a huge pickoff.
Well, 4F's gonna take the tower. Alright, they hang on, they're gonna buy back in their clock. Looks like they want to fight. As your TA comes marching in, one-shots the Skywrath. Oh, Jesus, that's just brutal. Now Chrissy, gonna work on the structures here. He's still got the Aegis, not the hero you want to be focusing. And then the Ravage, and the Witch Doctor ult to follow it up. Hookshot came in. It didn't end the Death Ward. Only the Cogs managed to do that, but they bashed Chrissy under tower. Can they do it a second time? That's the question. Doesn't look like it for now. He's got the way in, and he's going to find 4F as he retreats. Well, 4F just going full man mode here. But
accepted his fate. He's going to have to buy back.
They're all so low. 4 heroes at like the 10-50%.
Yeah.
I mean, basically for 20 minutes now, God. It's like...
It's kind of crazy because they've taken all the towers. Like, they've taken every outer tower, but...
Yeah,
they have no
Rave have matched that, and then they throw kills and Roshans onto the pile. And a whole lot more creeps. Because of that, it seems they are coming out on top here. They're going to take a range Rex. They look now for the melee. SF has the BKB and the Yules. Could maybe Yules dodge not a Shadow Fiend, a Ravage from this Tidehunter. But Jeyo finds the chains. He's going to keep them at bay while his buddy Chrissy does all the heavy lifting. They'll bring down the Rex. It's a freebie.
That's what they should have done last time with the Aegis.
First, now suddenly Battle Fury and Crystal is complete. And he hasn't even really had to do much this game. He's just 5-0-3, but he's been quiet for the past 10-15 minutes. Now he's going to flex his muscles. They move their way in. They mosey on the high ground. They're going to chains lost, maybe force out that BKB.
Chen found an Ogre Frost Mage. There is Frost Armor from this Chen. That's all he's got. Let's celebrate. He found it and he TP'd back and recalled his Ogre Frost Mage.
While you're busy celebrating, Chrissy's busy winning. He takes melee Rex. He looks, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, that just might be GG. Ravage, cast, like stomp, and now the Fountain Dive.
Not the Frost Mage, no. GG is called. MVP HOT6ix, they take a game, I gotta say. They look pretty solid overall. Obviously not quite on Rave's level, and still a bit of ways to go, but this is a new roster, and we'll be seeing Jeyo joining this team in Korea soon, hopefully for the lower bracket matches, because that is where MVP HOT6ix is going to find themselves.
Well, fingers crossed for this team that they can get Jeyo there in time to start making a run, but for Rave, I think they look at this series and say, we lost game 2, but it just came down to a really awful start more than it.